Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. We've been working today on this bonnet. Sean is here with me, he's just coming in. What you'll see in this video is we've done quite a bit. We've actually taken the centre part of the bonnet and put it up onto onto the jig, so it's actually resting on its right angles. And those lines that we put on really have made a difference, because now you can see in the video when you watch it how far these lines out, so they were a very good guide. Strangely enough, one side, the right hand side as you sit in the car, was almost in line, but the left hand side was about four centimetres out, so this is what we're going to adjust. You'll also see us using the English wheel, but I just want to say a real big thanks to Sean, because there's so much help. Work on this stuff is very difficult on your own, and that English wheel, there's certainly no way, even with two, it's a struggle. You know,
with the bonnet being so heavy as well, it's easy.
I mean, as single individual pieces, it's not too bad, but that one centerpiece is very hard. It's not only fairly heavy, but it's not easy to manipulate because it's so large. And if you're watching in, Nigel, you know, this is going to be a lot of work. I've actually said it in the video, but we will do our best. But I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. So when you come over on the 23rd, don't expect for this bonnet to be on. I don't think. We'll certainly try our best, but I can't see it.
What we've been doing on the bonnet today is trial fitting it to make sure that it fits. We've clamped it in place just now at each side of the mouth here and over here. Little clamps at the back. We are going to have to do some dressing on it, because you'll notice when the camera pans back, you'll notice how bad this shape is, and I'm running my hand over this, and this is all stretched. The car's been in an accident at some point, clearly, and they've beated it out. This side's nice, it's smooth, it's at the right height, but this side, it's all over the place. We do have more repairs to do on this. There is holes in it, and we're going to try and roll this flatter and shrink it, just to get this mouth in a better position, so that it looks more symmetrical. At the moment you can see that it's certainly not symmetrical. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to be making up templates for the mouth, so that we know how far to pull and push this bonnet lid.
We've started to put this centre section on. Obviously it's just clamped at the front, as will be explained either before or after this little segment, and it's just lying onto these angles here, which is where they have to be Sikaflexed. There's no welding on these, they're only just Sikaflex put on, or a sealant. And what's happened is you saw yesterday we actually put these lines, and we put them exactly 10 centimetres out from here to this corner. And what we found now, after laying it on and clamping it on the front, is that this side is perfect, or as near as perfect as we're going to get, and it's exactly 10 centimetres from this edge. You can see that it's not quite, it's about 11, so that needs to come across a little bit as well, because it's from that edge, you can see there, but it's pretty good. This side is very much out, and because you can see if I can pull it across here, this is why we wanted to put the lines in as a backup. On the front, they're spot on, because obviously it's pulled in at the front. It's the back here where the problem is, and you can see there it's showing 13. I can pull this in and out. I can pull it across, and you can see I can actually get to the point where I can get it to 10. That's it, 10, 11 now there. So this is the reason we wanted to put these lines on here, so we had some reference point. So what we've now found is that the bottom piece from here to here on the front scoop is 54, which is what Nigel, who's watching in, said. And I actually made it at 58 because I took the measurement off my E-Type, but I took the measurement higher up, and it was very difficult to get in and lean in and do it. So what we're going to now do is we've got the piece that we put in here. I'll just get it, if you just wait for a second. I'll just come all around. hang on. So this piece, just show you. So this is the piece that I made to come across these centres. So what we're going to now do is we're going to keep one side, we'll cut this off and make it 54, and then re-weld this back on. We'll screw it back on and then re-weld it or tack it in place. And you can see there's a slight angle on these here because obviously it tapers as it goes in. You can see there obviously it fits, and then as we move forward it's getting tighter, but you can see that that's got to be pulled in, so we need to bring that in 4 centimeters. I think what we'll do is probably make it, instead of 54, we'll probably make it 54 and a half, although we could release the nut. So anyway, that's what we're intending to do, is adjust this and then see if we can bring it in and bring it straight and get all these lines from this corner to here correct at 10 centimeters. If they're all 10 centimeters, we know we're just about on the ball. So we'll catch you in a few minutes when we come back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the clamps off, and the two of us will take the centre section off and lay it down, and then we'll pick the camera up and show you how we have to adjust things. So here we go, so we'll take this off. So be good. So what we're going to do for Nigel and all the guys watching in is, obviously this is my car and it's perfect. No, it's extremely good. So what we're going to do is, we've had a chat about it, and Sean and I, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a template from the bottom here, and then we're going to turn the template over and see if it matches that. I mean, this should be what's the word?
Symmetrical.
Well, it's symmetrical, but it should be the exact opposite of that, if you like. So what we're going to do is we'll try it with one piece, and then we can match the bottom on there, see how it is, and then work to the top. And I'm pretty sure that when we make this template up, this side will be pretty good on the bonnet, but this will definitely be, it's definitely up, you can see it. And we'll use this as the template because I don't have the motif bar with me. This is, they call this the motif bar. And that's how we're gonna, this is how we're gonna try and fix this situation. And because Nigel had his car dipped by SPL, it's a company in the UK, I think in the north, and they dip it in acid, and then of course all the rust, all the filler, lead, depending on how thick the lead is, will come off. And but this bonnet, when he first got it from America on his car, it looked like it was reasonably good, but there was obviously massive amount of filler in there, and they bodged it to make it look right. So we're actually going to shrink it. So that's the next thing we'll be doing tomorrow. It's been great because we're just getting on like a house on fire, you know, where no rows, do we? No, nothing.
At all, Dave, none at all.
No. See? He agrees with me. We're getting on like a house on fire.
No,
absolutely...
I'm only agreeing with him because he's told me to say that.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Did.
No, I didn't. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Shut up. Anyway, what are you talking about? Wait, what are you doing to my car? Come here, come here.